Spread the word to the troops and the groups. World Power Hour time.
From Livonia, East New York, here comes Addies.
East. East. Tonight we are talking to the legendary selector, formerly of Bass Odyssey, DJ Amok. Lion Word at the studio a little more. Don't worry about it.
From Livonia, East New York, here comes Addies. The only sound to make gunshot, no stop me. Now I feel the soup sound boy out the street. Tiny dreadlocks I select. I'm at a run, speak blood run through Brooklyn like Kingston Street. Raytown and Rockford, man, them turn up the 8. From New Lots to Flatbush, gunshot a bit. Bullet from 90s to Vanderveer. The crown nights riot was a Jewish affair. Around the time the Randy gun and Randy appear. Who kill Wally Dread, I know me can't hear. Delroy Uzi bust him gun with flair. Banglas in a parish, shower man say them no care. Squeeze our father.
In Addies of Farmer, New York's finest.
Man style. Addies, the foundation sound. Long time you been around. You the ups and you the down. From Livonia, East New York, here comes Addies. The only sound to make gunshot, no stop me. Now I feel the soup sound boy out the street. Tiny dreadlocks I select. I'm at a run, speak blood run through Brooklyn like Kingston Street. Raytown and Rockford, man, them turn up the 8. From New Lots to Flatbush, gunshot a bit. Bullet from 90s to Vanderveer. The crown nights riot was a Jewish affair. Around the time the Randy gun and Randy appear. Who kill Wally Dread, I know me can't hear. Delroy Uzi bust him gun with flair. Banglas in a foreign shower man say them no care. Squeeze our father, eat and destroy anywhere. And we know who suits when dark where them here. Killing sound the fun we go and kill them in a pier. Near land, come alone with 30 everywhere. Bam, 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 bam. No, it's over here. Well, tell them, and these are done. Who are the number one? How we are the done? And yes, how we are the number one. How we are the done? And who are the done of one now? And the sound we now go.
One of the baddest songs them Bojo Bantan ever do. King Addies, I don't play it there. Historical, global, worldwide. You don't know the thing, go people. Thank you all for tuning in to World Power Hour. Shout out to everybody out there in London, Unique Radio. Enough respect if you're tuned in right now. Please share the live. Please share the live. It's King Addies Music on Facebook. If you're on the Instagram, it's King Addies Music. Please share the live. Remember the number in studios is 888-546-8742. That's 888-546-8742. I'm reminding the set tonight's show is brought to you by Kingpin's Big Birthday Bash coming up September the 20th. And you know that happens inside the Brooklyn area in the hall next door, 2228 Linden Boulevard. Make sure the item prepare for that. It's going to be exciting. I'll be a rich ball as I roll out. The girls, them I roll out. I don't know the thing. I just come spend some time and some money with my friend. I don't know the something said. Kingpin Big Birthday Party. The Virgos, them out here now. You understand? So September 20th. Is all about the hall next door in Brooklyn. DJ Nori, of course, King Addies, Platinum Kids, Elegant Sound. I don't know the things set up, people. Music for everybody from all walks of life. See it? So make sure they them tune into that September the 20th. Also got to remind you, it's all about October 18th. It's all about World Fight Club. And they don't know the second round featuring King Shine defending the title versus Supersonic out of Germany. And that one they happening at the place called the hall next door. Also, make sure they them get ready for that. Get your tickets right now at eventsbowl.com for Kingpin's birthday party. And look out for the ticket them for World Fight Club coming up soon. Alright. Mad my brother, Wagwan. Sugidan live inside the place. Kingpin also live inside the place. So the man I'm deal with.
Yeah, I know. Easy.
Crazy weekend. But for some reason, this past weekend feel like Labor Day weekend. But not lie, it feel like Labor Day weekend. It was mad busy, mad hectic. Whole heap of barbecue are going, whole heap of things happen over the weekend, of course. Also over the weekend, it was Jerk Fest in Roy Wilkins Park this Sunday past. So, who was in the park?
Even before we get to that, it was kind of surprising because this weekend was Boston Carnival.
Oh, true, true.
You know, Boston was doing their thing. You know, Afro Pen was up there. He was doing his thing. But back to the Jerk Fest. Back to the Jerk Fest. The Jerk Fest, I was surprised with the turnout. I got there late, but I was surprised with the turnout because it was rescheduled from the original day.
Mm-hmm.
Nice turnout, good lineup, good performances.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Caperton definitely did his thing.
Caperton closed the show,
Yeah,
right?
he closed the show.
Fireman.
Yeah. He definitely did his thing.
See.
Shensia, you know, she jumped in the crowd and all that, so, you know, I got a real up close and personal opportunity with Shensia. So, shout out to Shensia. Energetic performance as well.
Mm-hmm.
And Bungie Garland
Right.
and Fayan Lyons. They definitely,
Shelly.
yeah, they definitely.
It's funny seeing both of them on stage together. They husband and wife, right?
I believe that.
Yeah, it's they husband and wife. So
Yeah.
it's you know I don't know how that works. So if either of them when them do them thing and the fans them how them interact, you know what I mean? But it's funny seeing both of them performing together, husband and wife. You know, do them thing on the stage.
They definitely got a show
Mm-hmm.
that they performed together.
Right.
They definitely got that. One take one side of the crowd, the other take the other side. You know, it was energetic. I believe, honestly, in my estimation, they should have been just before Caperton.
See it.
Yeah, because their performance was, apart from Caperton, I give it to them. Shout out to Christopher Martin. I heard he brought out Romaine Virgo,
See it.
D Major, put on a good show as well. But it was a good turnout. You know, it was good seeing that they went through the problems of having to reschedule the date and stuff like that. So shout out to VP Records, Grace Jerk Festival. It was definitely
Something
a success.
Something great for the weekend, and I think that this weekend is I don't know if it's a better weekend, but the vibe overall, you just felt it. I guess the anticipation of it being cancelled the first time, and then you want to see it come through and go through the second time, you know. So that was a good anticipation, and it lived up to the anticipation, I guess.
So, Penn, how was Boston? Huh? I know you was up there doing your thing.
I mean, Boston was Boston, you know what I mean? Boston was nice, you know, 2 carnivals, so it was wicked. It was a wicked vibes, you know what I mean?
That's
they had one in Boston, and then the next day was in Worcester or something like that, Worcester.
Yeah.
So, mud.
That's coming like your second home now, man.
Huh?
That's coming like your second home.
Yeah, but I'm there and I watch him, you know. You know, Boston was Boston. It's not what people say, it's what they don't say, you know. Yo, if you see Kingpin face, well, Boston was Boston, you know.
Boston
was Boston, you know. So, like, it was a whole heap more than that.
You know, nah. Recently, I've been talking to Penn, and Penn, every time I talk to Penn, he's like, yo, I'm
Boston
in Boston.
is a vibe.
Oh, I just came from Boston.
For real.
I mean,
every time the dog forward, the boys at tell me, say, yo, it was a movie, action pack, DVD, sequel coming soon. Like, for real,
Shout
every
out
time
to
the dog tell me about up there. You
Shout
know?
out to
So let's just say Boston a pin place.
I'm place.
Yeah.
A kingpin
I'm
place.
place, man.
Shout out
Alright.
to that mix. Shout out to that mix that you put out too recently, man. The
Yes.
Shots one.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Shots one.
Yeah.
Grab that mic and tell us a little bit about that mix too, Penn.
Not no.
something Afrobeat, soca. You know how it goes, you know, dance out. Just a mix for the girls and for the Labor Day weekend. I got like a couple more to drop, so get ready for them. Check it out on SoundCloud, you know what I mean?
King Addies music on SoundCloud. The Shots one mix is definitely popping off. Shout out to Obi Roots too. The Sunday juggling, that's consistent. So Killer, you told me you was gonna come to the park, but I ain't see you out there. So
Yeah,
what
man.
happened, man?
That man, I tell you, so the weekend is crazy. The weekend was hectic, man. Plus, you know, me I take care of some little things we have to deal with. So I figure me just more than just use that time there instead of, you know, go to the park and just make sure say that's something that we need to take care of, get taken care of. You understand? Cause more than get backed up with when we really and truly did have to do. You know what I mean? But as long as one of we go there and represent, or a couple of us was there representing, it's all good, you know what I'm saying? So enough respect to everybody who was in the park this Sunday. And of course it was a crazy vibe. Big up Caperton, Rummy and Virgo, Shensia, all the artists that came through and performed at Grace Jerk Festival in the park this Sunday. Enough respect to VP Records. You know what I
Shout
mean?
out to the Power of Reggae too. They was out there representing.
Definitely. But big up all of the people that were tuning in. And like we said, tonight we're going to be speaking with a special guest on the phone lines. And of course, I believe we have him on the phone line right now. So You know, we're not even going to waste no more time, people. We want to get into this interview real quick. We want to talk to this person, you know what I mean, and get to understand a lot of things that's been going on with the eye over the years since we have last seen or heard from him. You understand what I say? So let me go to the phone lines right now and see if I can bring on a general, a legend, an icon, one of the ear selectors them, formerly of Bass Odyssey sound system from way out in the country. DJ Amok, are you there, sir?
Yeah, man, I'm there, man.
Well, I go on, my
Yeah,
general.
you hear me?
Yeah, man, we are here loud and clear, man. Where are you?
There, I know. They are going to hold it, you see it?
Seeing, first of all, I want to say enough respect and thank you for, you know, giving us the opportunity for all the vibe and all the reasoning here. A lot of your fans, a lot of people who haven't seen you since you left Bass Odyssey, they want to know what go on with the eye, you know what I'm saying? But before we even get into that, Mark, enough people hear the name and them can associate the name with the sound, you know what I'm saying? But before we get there, we want to ask you, DJ Amok, where in Jamaica did you originate from? A lot of people know you from playing the sound Bass Odyssey, but where in Jamaica are you from?
I'm from St. Ann. St. Ann originally, same way.
Seeing.
So I actually grew up in Brownstown, which is like 6 to 7 miles from where Bass Odyssey is based. So a country boy from start.
Seeing, so it was basically easy for you for the connection to happen, being that you're from the same area as Bass Odyssey.
Yeah, man.
Alright, so
It was a connection that, you know, just happened naturally, you know what I mean? Because we done the boat already and thing, and, you know, music has been in my blood from going to school, you know what I mean?
and that's what I was gonna ask you. How did DJ Amok get into music?
Well, yeah, from me I go high school, we used to, we formed a band. Cause I really, instruments me used to play before me start play records, you know. You understand? We used to play keyboard and bass guitar and all them things. So we had a little band in school and everything. So from there, so we had this the musical journey began from them time there, from high school. And then when I left, it's like, you know, we just start, I actually linked up with a brethren in Kingston, because I started, when I leave high school, I started working in Kingston. And it's like he had some, he did have 2 little belt drive turntable, and that me learn to mix off a, you know what I mean? So, you know, so learning to mix off a belt drive turntable, you have a skill. If you push it fast, it's gone 100 miles per hour. And if you take it if you push it off too slow, it sounds like when snail are crawl. You know what I mean? So it's just a thing where you have to acquire that skill of timing a belt drive.
Exactly.
You know, and from there, so we just take the time and, you know, it evolved from there, you know.
And you say it evolved from there. What was the first sound system that you actually played?
All right, the first sound system that I actually played was a sound system by the name of Easy Rock. It's from St. Anne's Bay in St. Anne. You know, as a matter of fact, it's like the connection started from there, because when I played, it was while I was playing Easy Rock at a party for a bank in Ocho Rios that Keith saw me, you know, and heard me playing. And that's when he had told me about that he was building the sound system, building up the sound and everything, and he wanted me to come and check it out and things. So that's how the initial connection was made right there.
All right, Mark. This mad. My question, based off for what you just said, was my question would be: at the time that Keith approached you to play Bass Odyssey sound, before that, what was your memories of the sound Bass Odyssey? Seeing that you said you came from St. Anne's, what do you?
No, well, what happened, you know, is that the thing is, Bass Odyssey was not formed as it. When he approached me, they were just in the process of starting to build the sound. They didn't even have probably a column of boxes yet.
What year was that? What year was that?
That's 89.
See.
That's 89. So what happened is that he just told me that he was interested in, he was building up a sound, And, him like how me play and everything, so he wanted me to come and, just check it out. So it's like a couple of days after the party, I went up to where Bass Odyssey was based, and, he was showing me what they were doing and everything. So, because he heard me mixing everything, he just said, well, I must mix some tunes and everything. So I was mixing some tunes, and them eventually went for them tape deck, and we made about 3 or 4 cassettes that day, because, the whole mixing vibes and everything, because them time the mixing was just coming in. You know what I mean? People used to just play a tune, but they never really a mix and all them things. So, that's the Bass Odyssey was just being formed at the time. They never play out or nothing like that. He used to do some little parties before, but the actual sound system, Bass Odyssey, was just being built at the time.
See.
Okay, so with that being said, when did you actually take? So that means you were around the sound with the days of 1001 and those selectors on Glamour G.
But I was the first selector to play Bass Odyssey before 1001. It's just that when I started playing Bass Odyssey, it was just being built, and then I played it for something like 5 months or so, and then I left to go to stay to live in the States. You understand? So it was while I was on it, Tina One came around, but I was the first person to play the song.
Okay, I actually didn't know that. So that's a little piece of history you just gave us, right?
Yeah, we
there.
never know that either. So
Yeah,
let me ask you. So what was the order in which the selectors came on the sound after you?
All right. Well, as I say, it would have been Tina One who basically set the name for the sound system. In terms of playing and with clashes and everything. That was where the sound started to get its popularity and its fame. And then Glamour G came on. Then after Glamour G, I think it was Squingy. Then after Squingy was Lenny. And then afterwards, I came back on it in the late 96.
Okay.
So even before that, while I was in the States, there were a couple of times where Bass Odyssey, this time Bass Odyssey would have been toured in the 93, 94. And I was in the States, and I remember one time they had some visa problems, or visa issues. And I had to, Keith had contacted me and asked me to come and play some dances, because I remember playing. That's how come I ended up playing in Biltmore, because I played in Biltmore with Earth Ruler. And we played some dances in the other states, New Jersey, Washington, with 4x4 and them sound. So I did fill in them time because at the time they had visa issues that nobody was there to travel. But officially came back on in 96.
Okay, so with that being said, with the visa issue, we well know that Squingy was one of the selectors that did not have that problem. So is that how the combo of you and Squingy actually came about?
No, well, as I said, what happened for me and Squingy linking up, it would have been a situation where when I came back to Jamaica, like in 94, late 94, right? And at the time, because Glamour G, Lenny, and Squingy and everybody was on the sound, it's like there was no space for me at the time on the sound. So I was playing at a club in Brownstown, same place where I grew up and everything, where I had this thing called Teen Jam, where I was basically the disc jockey for the club, and it was something that swings like every Saturday thing, and it's ram-packed every Saturday. So Squingy them used to come down there during the day, because it was from 4 to 7 o'clock in the evening. So Squingy used to come down there, and me and him used to play the party, on the Saturdays. So automatically from that time, a chemistry was built between me and him. And even though I wasn't playing on Bass Odyssey, it was just a club thing. So it's like when I went back on Bass Odyssey in 96 now, then the chemistry was just automatic, because it was there from playing in at the teen champs and all them things there.
All right, Mark, so good. Respect, sir.
Yeah, well, go on, sir.
I'm there. That combination of you and Squingy, there is a saying that is the Michael Jordan and the Scottie Pippen of Sound Clash.
Yeah.
There is
Yeah,
a next
yeah.
two where them always comparing it to. But you, as a selector, who you would have looked on like that, say, boy, Squingy, every time we buck up them, boy, they are different thing, you know. Them two. No matter how much you select on the game, which two selector you would have say like, or any amount, where you would have say like, yo, them keep you on your P's and Q's, whether you beat them or lose. Which you would have said, which two you would have said, yo, boy, John, every time we buck up them.
Yeah. To be honest, well, that's a hard one. Because what really happened, you know, is that I mean, I just saw no way, but it's like with me and Squingy when we were playing, it's like we had this comfort zone. So therefore, we had a way where we basically could dominate no matter what go on. We just say we don't play dances and you know a selector, a set of selector or songs we go on bad and you know thing. But we had a confidence in such a way where no matter who it was. At the time before me and Squingy actually started touring and everything, even with the King Addies, then you find that we know say Tony Mataran and Babyface were the main selectors when I mash up the place. But me and Squingy never really actually played Tony Mataran and Babyface because of the whole issue that happened from the bodyguard dance. So you find so by the time we and Addies played, it was Babyface and Winterfresh. You get what I say? So in other words, all the other dances is like there was no set team at the time that we basically fear or say, boy, whatever. Because we just, you know, it was just something where we go dance, I just kill someone. So we just say, care who is there. You know what I mean? That it was just that kind of vibe where we never have that fear of nothing. You know what I mean? You know, so to say, it'd come like if me for really single out a sound system, it would have been Mighty Crown in the latter part because of the fact that, you know, Mighty Crown, when them go at a clash, you know, them basically, there's nothing in the world from somebody cough them have it and up. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, so boy, when you're preparing for them, you have to basically be prepared in every way because, you know, them always are come with everything. You know what I mean? But apart from them, no. I don't want this sound anyway, but you know, we just have that confidence within ourselves, you know, so boy, we're ready for anybody.
We appreciate the honesty, you know, DJ Mark. That's all we are asking for.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Man, that's some mistake, man.
Shit. Unique Radio out there in London, they've got it locked. Everybody who's on the Irish Jam 360, we have it locked right now. Please share the live on Facebook. We are talking to DJ Mark, formerly of Bass Odyssey. We have him live on the phone right now. DJ Mark, let me ask you a real quick question. Which clash would you say is your toughest clash to date while you were playing Bass Odyssey?
Whoa. To be honest, one of the clashes that stand out for me that would have basically even launched our chemistry together in terms of me and Squingy was the same bodyguard in New Jersey. You know what I mean? That dance with Lynx and Johnny was playing bodyguard, and you know that was a dance where it was such a hype dance and such a plan for dance in the sense that we went to the venue from 9 o'clock the evening to help set up the sound because them time they never have no referee and to say flip coin who go and play first or whatever, you know what I mean? It's whoever reach at the dance first, play first.
Right.
So the key thing was to reach at the dance before bodyguard, therefore, you know, automatically say you have to play first. You know what I mean? Because that dance was that dance was what you're going to call a do or die dance. Because remember, it was coming off of the whole thing where bodyguard and Addies did have that little eruption there and everything. So it's like, it was this hype. We said, all right, we're going to see what bodyguard are going to do or what going to happen with Bass Odyssey bodyguard. So we went there with the intention and said, we're not lose this, you know. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we are going to help us because I think it was Snow White sound stringing up and we got to go help them put up all the box them, man. Just to make sure so everybody sees we were there first. You know what I mean? So that dance was the kind of dance that stand out to me as a because it was a battle right through. You know what I mean? Because you know Lynx is a man where no matter what I go on, him not give up. You know what I mean? Him not give up for nothing at all. So, you know, you have to keep attacking until the dance finish.
Yo, man, nah lie. I love how you give the fans and the people them the perspective because we are selected. This is something where we know and we talk about it all the while because I want to me and my virgin a reason and say, yo, 96, 97, Turbofronic and, you know, although Bass Odyssey are going, Bass Odyssey never at all them was at one time. And when Bodyguard come, them Killer Freak, the thing with Addies and everything. And the Bunty, remember Bunty stop voice tune, remember Bodyguard get the Bunty them on a right half sound with it. That dance in New Jersey was to determine the next 10 year of sound system. I'm gonna love say you it asses mode. You understand what I say? It fall from the ass mode. You understand what I say? Like they might hear the record from you. Cause this is something where we talk about, so it feel good for hear the man where did I play the song actually say what we usually talk about.
Yeah, man, it was a dance what would have determined both sound careers from there, so you understand? Because it's like if we had lost that dance, who to tell what would have happened down the line? You know what I mean? But that was like that dance basically launched out to say, all right, yeah, them youth is a youth, I said a youth to record with because you know we just wanna go all out and you know them time there is like we establish the whole new music factor in the business so where you know say boy yeah hear new tune in a clash and all them thing there. You know what I mean? So it's like it was a different to the people them hearing a different kind of vibe coming in right now with them two youth where really you know a connect in the whole chemistry thing. So trust me man, that dance I'll tell you that is why we went there from thing there. I have to big up some bridging did there New York them time the name Tech Life song because we and them used to link them time and them was even the one that carry over Jersey from early. You see me I say?
Tech Life so, from Queens, right?
From man.
Yeah, the Rasta youth them, you know them man. And the Chin and Lion and the whole of them.
Yeah,
man, you know them youth man. From day jam days, me and them youth
from them time. Alright, you get what I say. You know?
Definitely man.
So that's I think man.
Mark, one more Bass Odyssey question I want to ask you. What was your reason for leaving for you and Bass Odyssey going on a separate?
You see, originally, something we didn't discuss with my wife and family. Say, at one stage, me say, boy, once I reach 40, you know, I would have been. It's two things. Whatever is that I'm going to leave the sound and go into a different field of business or career, or I'm going to start do my own thing. You know what I mean? Because the reality of life is that sound system business, we love music. You know what I mean? We sacrifice a lot of things for the love of music. But in the same time, sound system business don't have any pension or nothing back at. You understand? So if it's a case where it's not like we do a 9 to 5 otherwise. It's just sound.
Right. So
you have to know, make a decision in life, you know, so but you have to kind of set a foundation, you know, to live off of, you know, after down the years of getting older and older and older. You have to set a foundation because, you know, if you don't do that, then you might wait till too long and then when you really want to make a move, it's too late. You know what I mean? So I had made that decision from early. It's just that, you know, not before time. But all of that was in the plan to say, boy, you know, me need to set my own thing because no matter how it go, me have to know, me have to set something where I can live off or I can survive off of. You know what I mean? Get a system and get some young youths and make them do them thing. And who to tell? It could have been so. It is a case where it's a risk, you know, because you don't know if it's going to be successful or if it's not going to work or whatever the case. But
sure.
You know, it's something where you have to just when you have the ambition, then you have to take a chance and just try it. You know what I mean? And that's what made me basically decide to do from them time. So it was no. Of course, you have differences. You're going to have differences, but it was no real bad vibes at the time why I left. You know what I mean? It's just a decision that I took to set things better for myself.
See.
Okay, so what was the actual year you actually left Bass Odyssey Sound, and when did you actually start voice and tunes as DJ Amok Movements. Tell us a little bit more about DJ Amok Movements now.
All right. Well, I left Bass Odyssey in basically October of 2011. So, this October coming would have been 8 years since I've left the sound. And it's after I left Bass Odyssey, I started to, because to be honest, when I started off, you start something new, certain things, certain ideas don't come to you right away. So when I started off, I started off as DJ Mark. There was nothing behind it. It's when I started to say, all right, you know what, when I'm doing a solo thing, I'm going to build a system. That's how come I added the movements to it. You know what I mean? Because the movements now could incorporate other selectors coming to play the sound. You understand? So it's when I started doing that now, that's when I started to cut dub plates for myself. Because a lot of people that say, boy, people going to say things in the streets, say, boy, me did done have a plan long time and me have cut dub long time from when me play Bass Odyssey. If I was cutting dub from when me play Bass Odyssey, I would have everything that Bass Odyssey had, as right now. Yeah. You know what I mean? Up to the time I left, because I would have been cutting for them and cutting for me at the same time. But I did not have that plan in terms of dub plate or anything. Me just had set a little party thing. You get what I mean? I say, so it's afterwards now, and it's out of the respect of artists over the years dealing with them. You know what I mean? Artists just bless me with some songs and everything. So that's when I started to basically get into the dub plate part of it.
Seeing. I was just going to ask you that. That was my follow-up question. What's it like, voicing tunes after leaving a sound like Bass Odyssey and basically having to start over? But, you covered that little aspect there already, some links with some artists.
You see, the good thing about it is that I was the one that was cutting the tunes for Bass Odyssey. So you find that I had already established that relationship and that link with the artist them. You know what I mean? So going to an artist now and telling them, so listen, I do my own thing now, so I bless you for some tune. It was, no hesitation. Them just bless me up with the song them, because you don't know. Over the years, I've been linking with them and bringing business to them. You know what I mean?
So let me ask you now, up to speed now and up to date with a 2019 question. What's in the works and what's been going on with DJ Amok Movements?
Well, to be honest, every day I have to get up and I give thanks to the Father up above, because it's nothing but blessings. You understand? From I started this sound system in 2011, the sound has played right through. I mean, you give and take up a blank weekends, but I mean, almost every weekend the sound has played. You know what I mean? And we have to give thanks to that. And it's spreading its wings wider across the island. You know what I mean? And people getting to know it. The fan base is being built properly. Because, me make sure that all the other selectors that play the song, we say, every night we play somewhere, we play as if it's the first we're playing. That means the impression has to be there and the standard has to be kept. You understand? Because once you don't know if a new promoter is there going to listen to the song for the first time, so you have to make sure that the impression goes out. And it has been working. You know what I mean? We give thanks, as I say, every weekend we're out there. So at the end of the day, me have to say, boy, it's been a successful venture so far. You know what I mean? And I only have better to get.
See, and that's the same way I feel about it, Mark. Every time you go out, you have to make that seem like, them say first impression last. So you have to make it seem like the first time some people are seeing, and what you show them is what they're going to leave with.
That I think, I see the reality of life, is that this music business is very competitive, You understand? So the moment you go there and just be lackadaisical and say, we done players already and we have a place locked. Yeah, you have some young youth who come and go and wicked. So if you don't keep your standard, eventually the people them will say, them youth are going wicked, we have to switch and deal with them, You see me I say? So but once you keep your standard going, the people will always respect and love the vibe what you bring. You know what I mean? So that we keep your business going too.
Seeing. DJ Amok, let me ask you another question. You just mentioned young selectors and young sounds. Being that you're a veteran, you're an icon with basically a new sound in the game right now. The question is, do you feel that young sounds deserve a chance to clash against the giant, the dinosaurs of the industry, do you feel that they deserve to be put in the same class? People say league or whatever. Do you feel that some young sounds deserve that chance to clash against a giant sound? Because you have some giants who don't want to clash the young sounds. Then what do you think about that?
My opinion to the whole situation. Once a young sound has established itself properly in the business, in terms of you don't just you have some man who just have the money and go so boom and we build a big sound and cut every dub plate that is available in the world and say them ready for clash. No, you have to earn your way to reach to that level. You understand? In other words, make the people make the demand for you to see you with the giants. You understand? Now, I may understand in terms of the giants that some giants don't want to clash with young sounds. Maybe it's because of a fear of, in other words, young sound has nothing to lose when him clash a giant, but the giants have something to lose if him clash a young sound and lose. You understand? So some giants are afraid of that. You know what I mean? Because them don't want to hear, say, boy, the young sound, they will just come up there, they beat up that sound, you know what I mean? So it's not fair to the young sounds, but you see, how I look at it is that if the young sounds put in the work in such a way that there's a demand for the clash to happen, eventually the giants have to give in to it. You understand? Because if the word gets out that this young sound have teared down the place, them are going good in the business, and then the people want to see them with that giant, but the giant decides, say, no, I'm not playing with them. Then the people them is going to start cutting out the giants. Because it's going to look like, say, boy, you try to hold down the young sound. You understand? But on the other hand, the young sound don't earn the right to just decide, so because him build the sound 3 weeks ago and cut every dub plate, him decide so the 4th week him deserve a clash of giants. You have to earn your way, pay your dues in the business, earn your way up. Then you can that demand is going to make the clash have to go on.
All right,
you know
man.
I mean? That's how I look at it still. That's my opinion.
Yeah, man, I respect the answer there still, and it's clean hearted, man. I rate that. But 2 more questions. In terms of what plans you have for DJ Amok Movements in the future, war-wise, do you see yourself re-entering the arena, much less coming back to the States? Because you know, say, New York and them places love war. You understand what I say? And you know your fan base is crazy. Do you see yourself re-entering the arena?
I remember saying in life, never say never. I had built this sound as a party thing. Like me say in my mind, say, yo, you know, say, the clash been over 16 years, man. Me got this party now, you know what I mean? But no matter you want to take it, the demand is there in the sense that people know the sound that I'm coming from. People know me as a war selector, so to speak. So, you know, the people, every minute people call and say, yo, man, we need every clash of such. So what I tell them is that I'm in the process of building the box to my satisfaction. Once the moment I reach the satisfaction where me say, all right, me ready, it means everything over dead. Because me know that I am ready. You understand? I'm not going to run into something and then know that I'm not fully prepared because I know what it takes to actually deal with war. You understand? So I am in the process, and I am hoping, you know, just to be skeptical, I'm hoping that I should be able to complete that process by the end of this year. So anything is possible for next year. Put it that way.
So let me ask you, will we be seeing Mark in the arena or the young youth them in the arena?
No, well, Mark is in the arena, you know, because Mark is who's going to guide the young youth them to take over. So, you know, Mark has to be there to you know, have that confidence behind the system, and then know, you know, in the same time, giving them the experience to realize how we deal with it, you know what I mean? Because most of my selectors would have only seen me clash on Bass Odyssey, and, you know, in terms of YouTube and all them something like and DVDs. But them never really see me clash in reality. So I would have to give that form of experience to give them that form of confidence, you know what I mean? So definitely I would have to be involved in it. If it's even the first part.
All right, Mark, final question.
Yeah.
I'm trying to pose questions where I'm sure the fans would like to ask, but true, we have the platform to do it. Me, I try ask some broad questions. You understand what I say? Because them not say mark on road every day, on Flatbush, you just stop him and ask. Is there any sound our selectors on your radar know where either rising or just do them thing where you say to yourself, say, yeah man, the youth there going good, or yeah man, I rate them youth there. Any sound where they on your radar right now?
You know, so me listen to a couple sounds, and you know, basically you have enough sounds out there where are going good, you know. Enough sounds out there where are going good in the business. You understand? I don't really want to single out any individual sound right away. But what I'm going to say in general, there's a lot of sounds out there that is going excellent in the business. But one of the things that kind of mash up sound business right now, right, and it's a reality, is that younger selectors nowadays don't have the patience to wait them turn, as how they would have put it. You understand? So I'm a selector with bad in it. You have a bad selector and a bad sound, but because maybe it now in his mind it now move at the pace of him wants, he end up leave and go and do him thing or gone for the next sound. So you find that him don't really get to establish himself. You understand? You see once your name is not you don't get to establish your name or identity, you find that you will just be a next bad selector, but you're not gonna reach that pinnacle if you say, yo, I wanna demand them that, you know. You get what I say?
Yeah,
because so that is the problem when we see with a whole heap of young sound. Because I a whole heap of young sound out there bad. But it's just that for some reasons the selectors them not stay with the system long enough to establish themselves. You know what I mean? So every time they move on to a different arena or a different sound or a different, if they might do them solo thing, it's like they must reinvent themselves. You know what I mean? So but you have a whole heap of bad selector. A whole heap of bad selector over bad sound out there where me I listen. You know what I mean? I don't want to think because some time you say something a man go all feel say boy, or you know rate me or whatever. So me don't even want to single out now.
Or them get so
yeah, or them get like them say, yo, Mark, pick me up, you know, you're to over there on top. No. Just all my encouragement is to hold a young sector. Just be focused, man. And just be patient. Put in the work, it will come back. The reward will come back in the long run. It's not going to happen overnight. Cannot.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay, DJ Mark, before we tune out, where could your fans keep up with you as far as music you may be putting out, mixes you may be putting out, dates for flyers and stuff? How can the fans keep up with DJ Amok Movements?
Yeah, well, it's Facebook DJ Amok Movements, SoundCloud DJ Mark, DJ_Mark_ Movements. You know, put up the dances and everything. Of course, my personal page, which is under Mark Barkley. You know, I also put up you know, dates, listings, mixes, dances, everything. You know what I mean? And we just out there going to do everything, man. And first, before we even go any further, I'm big enough for at least considering doing an interview with me, because I want to me, you know, from ever since who know me and know me like that in person, know say I'm not a hype person. I'm always just a low-key, easy-going. You know what I mean? If you don't know, say a DJ Mark, you're not going to know.
Everybody know Mark the quiet one. Everybody know that.
Right. Hey, Mark, you remember what day? Father Krabby dance. No, we are you play interceptor dance.
Yeah,
man, humble and the reason.
Yeah,
man. Big up yourself, Mark, for real.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. I respect the fact that you consider giving me an interview and everything, and big up to all of the fans in New York and worldwide. You don't know, I am still around. I might not be out there everywhere like before, but I'm still here, and I'll be coming. You to see me out there like that.
All right, my general, no say a word. We want to say enough respect, Richard, and thank you for, you know, take the time out to talk to you and talk to your fans them, and to the people them in the Sound Clash Arena, the people them who love this thing. We make them know where I go on and basically give them a little history, your history. Some of this is history. Are still your history, you know what I mean, and things that you're doing now and ways to keep up with the eye. So, enough respect, my general, and we look forward to seeing you in the near future.
Yeah, definitely, man. I'll be there.
All right, my general. Respect, yeah?
Bless myself, yes, yeah, man. Good.
Every time.